Janome.
Hello, everyone, and thank you so much for joining me today. It's absolutely wonderful to see you all again. My name is Michael Smith, the National Consumer Education Manager of Janome Canada, and I'm back from my palatial estate here in Collingwood, Ontario. Very excited to be with you all today to introduce to you our brand new educator. I'm so excited to get another member of the team, and certainly, again, as more ways to share the Janome love with you all. So I will bring the lady of the hour on, the fabulous Marie-Agnes Hersi. Yay!
Hello.
Hello and welcome officially to the Janome Canada team. Now, I'm sure a lot of our Janome Canada audience will already recognize you. If not your face, they'll recognize your name because you are very active in a lot of the Janome groups out there, which is fantastic. So another way to share the Janome love, because you've been a Janome girl yourself for a number of years, right? Using Janome machines.
So Janome actually 2017, but so just a little bit to introduce myself. So as you can hear, I'm French, from France. I came to Canada in 2001, supposedly for a year, and then the year became two and became my lifetime. So I'm married with 3 boys, and I live in Oakville in Ontario, so very, very close to the Janome headquarters now that they moved.
Yes, which is fantastic.
Yeah.
Very close to our Janome Sewing and Learning Center. And in fact, Marie-Agnes came to our Sew with the CM17 event in November last year. And then I went live on Janome HQ Instagram. She was already home and attended the live when I went live. So I thought, oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah, it's very close. So
yes, that's great.
Yeah.
So yes, everyone is always curious, you know, how did you get involved in sewing?
So I started sewing when my firstborn was born. My first son was born. Just to do little home decor, hanging curtains, like very, very simple thing. I had bought like a very simple, basic machine, and just to start doing basic thing at home. And then in like 2017, my youngest one started school full-time. So I said, okay, now I have more time in my hand. I can start doing a little bit more serious sewing.
Sweet.
And my little machine had kind of not follow me through things. So I needed to do machine shopping. And I had no idea of brand. I just went to different dealer. And the Janome Skyline S9 had just came out at the time. And I found nothing beat it in terms of value and features. And I discovered the whole world of embroidery on top of the feature that it offered. So I started my Janome journey with the Skyline S9.
Which is a fantastic machine. Yes, 3-in-1, you know, sewing, quilting, embroidery, certified Wi-Fi machine as well. Yes. We often described it as the, you know, kind of little sister to the MemoryCraft 15,000. So
exactly,
you could do a lot with that machine, but it wasn't as big or as big of a price point.
Exactly. So that's really what attracted me, is like price point. It's not a non-expensive machine, but it doesn't go up the price that some other embroidery machine go to. And like Wi-Fi for me was so appealing, because you don't have to deal with like USB, and I was brand new to embroidery. So just the simplicity of using Wi-Fi on my iPad and be able to set my design where I wanted on my fabric was very appealing. And yeah, it's a very big package of feature in a small package of machine. So
yes, that's an excellent point, because a lot of us are fighting for space. You know, we may have a dedicated sewing room, but it can fill up really quickly.
Yes, yeah.
And I see there's a few other machines in your sewing room there too.
Yes, so I after starting with Janome with the S9, I later got Serger. For DLM, I think it is. And the HD9 later on. For like
yes, I see that fabulous HD9 behind you. I myself, when it came out, I went,
Yeah, you can
Sold.
see
Yeah, look
the
at that
4DLM
beautiful
is
setup.
behind.
Oh, that's
So,
wonderful.
yeah, so little by little, I started doing more serious sewing, like more garments, a little bit of quilting. I did one quilting class, and then just to know the basic, and then did few quilting. And then in March 2021, I signed up for the first homemade event with Jennifer.
Oh, yes, with our fabulous Jennifer Tryon.
Yes.
Yes.
And that's how I got really more involved in the social media, because I was really not involved at all. But I guess COVID.
Most of us weren't at that point, but if there has to be any credit to COVID,
oh yeah,
it was because we were all at home, isolated, so we all jumped on social media as a way to connect.
Exactly. And then so Jennifer offers this amazing homemade event that it was all online. You receive at home the whole box of all the supply you need to do
all the goodies,
the classes and some extra goodies and everything. And then there's this Facebook group that creates this sense of community. And that's how I guess some of the members of Janome Canada are going to recognize my name, because they are like all parts of the same groups. And that's how after this event that Blue Calas did a bag class. And then I really loved that class. So I got the HD9 because I found my S9 was good. Like, it's a good machine, the S9. But when it comes to very thicker fabric, to get the perfect top stitching, the HD9 was really, really helpful for that.
Oh, yes. And the speed, HD9 of that 1,600 stitches per minute, the fastest in the Janome line. It's the most industrial-like. It's still a domestic machine, but it's the most industrial-like in the Janome line. That's exactly what sold me too. I saw it at a dealer's event when it first came out and saw it demoed and went, sold. I'll take one.
No, it's a very good machine. And I use it mainly for my garment sewing. When I don't need a zigzag or a buttonhole or something, I will mainly use the HD9 for garments.
And that's a very good point. It's a very versatile machine. A lot of people think, oh, well, straight stitch only. But yeah, when you don't need a zigzag stitch, a decorative stitch, you can power through. I've sewn like chiffon, a rolled hem on a chiffon. I've done, quilting cottons. I piece a lot of my quilts on the HD9. You can do a lot on that machine, including those heavy duty layers.
Yeah. But I think that's
awesome.
Like, he goes with this more narrow foot that you get onto the HD9. That's why also one of my favorite foot on the S9 is the HP foot, because it's kind of mimic this straight stitch machine with like the needle pushed to the left, and it just gives you this more precise sewing. That's really, really helpful.
Oh, yes, absolutely. That HP foot, narrow HP foot is, modeled after that narrow foot that is on the HD9. Again, it's modeled after those industrial machines. So Janome's always trying to, adapt with what they have and give everybody as much as they can, make the most of your machine. So HP needle plate and HP foot, did not come with S9, but is available for it. So fabulous.
Yeah.
So speaking of, your fabulous Blue Cala bags, Celine was an artisan for Janome Canada for a number of years for Blue Cala, creation. So, yes, you've made a couple of her bags now.
Yes, I have one sample here.
Yes.
The bowler, I don't remember. Oops.
There we go. Yes. So like, beautiful.
Vinyl and fabric, and it's I don't remember the name. A bowler, one of the begonia. It might be begonia. The bag.
No, that's fabulous.
Yeah.
Now, other samples, what other things? You mentioned embroidery. Do you have some examples of some
embroidery? You can see on on the wall. No, here.
Yes, I know it's backwards.
That's a Kimber wall quilt. So it's each square is embroidered separately and then quilted in the hoop, and then it's all put together at the wall quilt. So that's one of the things.
Very cool.
I got like one of my first embroidery project was like I had got like you can get sample matching the fabric, and I don't exactly remember what line of fabric it was, but so it was one of my first project of the S9. It's to transport my quilt boards, so I could like put them flat into this bag with embroidery.
Oh, that's wonderful. What a cool project.
Yeah, so that was my first bigger project on the S9, like my first embroidery. And I did some, I'll have to, I think I put some picture, I sent you some picture because I guess I put them away as seasonal pillow, but Kimber has like Christmas theme and Halloween theme pillows. That's same idea. You embroider and then you quilt in the hoop, and then you can create all pillow that goes with the season and your decor for the
cool
all the time. And then I'm mainly
sorry, go ahead.
No, and then I do mostly garment sewing. So I have a few of the garment sewing sample to show you.
Oh, fantastic. I was just going to point out that a number of our Janome Canada dealers are Kimber distributors as well.
Yes.
So as far as there's a lot of in the hoop and embroidery projects out there. So yes, for those tuning in to say, double check with your Janome Canada dealer. They may be Kimber distributors as well. You can find a lot of those similar projects that Marie is talking about.
Yes, because I think the quilting in the hoop, you can get them online, but mostly their project they are through dealers. So you get the kit with the embellishment, the fabric, the file, and then you can do, but you have to go through your dealers.
Yes. Yeah. Excellent. Now, you had just mentioned garment sewing. Do you have some garment samples?
So I have some sample. So you can make like some, like a vest.
Oh, I love with the piping. That's beautiful.
Yeah. So that was my first piping. So I did the piping with a piping foot from the same fabric as the lining. So that was like very nice to do, like to learn to do the piping. So that was a nice piece. And I have another dress.
Oh, how cute.
It's also to learn to like, you can do the gathering. This one has no zipper, but I can put that. The invisible zipper was like because it doesn't come with the S9, but that was the first foot I bought, because that's like when you start doing garments, you need an invisible zipper. And then with the Serger, so way simpler construction, it's just also on the Serger, but the hem, just a simple jersey skirt. So that's what I like about garment sewing is you can end up with, after a couple of hours on the sewing machine, you can end up with a very nice wearable piece of garment. As opposed to a quilting or even a bag making can take more time. So the garment sewing can be very rewarding. It's like you spend a day and then at the end you have a nice project that's done. When you will, unless it's a very simple project, you will not finish a quilt in one day.
Yes, I've been quilting for 30 plus years, and very few have I actually made maybe assembled the top in one day if it's very simple. But as far as quilting and binding, that's a much longer process. So most garment construction is generally a day, maybe 2 days in a weekend. You've got something new to wear, so that is the advantage as well.
Yes, and
very exciting.
I got sold with, I don't know if you can see it. Where is it? On the yes. So I have a projector.
Oh yes, your projector on the ceiling.
So I have a projector in the ceiling that's connecting to my my computer, and then I project directly my PDF pattern onto the fabric, onto my cutting table. So I don't have to print and tape together and cut and trace any pattern anymore. So that's very useful.
Now that is brilliant. And I know a lot of companies like the fabulous Jolie Patterns, who again were
Yes.
also Janome
Yes.
Canada artisans for a number of years. They actually sell the digital pattern. So we could print it out for ourselves, tape it all together, or they now have the projector file. And then
Yes.
boom, that's
Yes.
brilliant.
So most usually in the PDF format, you will get a A4 that you print and tape together, or A0 copy print, because like you can have it print at a big copy shop. But this A0, as long as it has layers, you can just project your size. And then more and more companies are now including on top of these two files a projector file that's already all optimized for projector. So it's it makes it very, very easy, and you cut
That
some
is
times.
brilliant.
Yeah.
So you definitely know now already. I'll share with everyone. Oh yes, Marie has become my sample maker. I'm just like, perfect. I'll give it to you to use that fabulous projector setup, and you can cut out those garments.
Yeah.
And oh, so that's fabulous. So definitely everybody can look forward to more. Sewing in general, certainly, oh yes, we'll utilize Marie's bag making skills and garment sewing skills on the Janome Life blog. In fact, now that we finally have introduced Marie-Agnes to the whole team, oh, I'll let you all know she's got an adorable, totally filled tips and tricks filled blog coming up on the Janome Life blog about a speedy spring top. So look for more garment sewing tips on Janome Life blog, courtesy of Marie-Agnes. Now, what is your handle on Janome Life? You know, we're all known as different names. I'm like Janome Man on Janome Life. So how can people identify you on the Janome Life blog?
Avec ses petits doigts, which means
Yes,
with my
you
little
said
finger.
that.
Yes, which is like my my Instagram and Facebook page where I post public.
Yes,
I use avec ses petits doigts. When I use my real MarieAgnes Hersi, when like in more private group, like close group. But if I comment in the public, I use avec ses petits doigts, just to keep privacy.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then what does that translate to?
With my little finger.
Oh, how cute. Oh, that's adorable. You know, I haven't taken French since grade 9, so I must admit. No, I wish I was, you know, fluent like our fabulous Celine, being able to translate English and French, but yeah, I'm not so great. So I'm glad you could translate for me. But that's adorable. That's so cute.
Yeah.
Because yes, everything that we make, it is our little fingers, and you know, so much of ourselves in that. That's why we all love to create, because it's more of ourselves through that garment or that tote bag, that quilt. So again, all the more reason I wanted to introduce all of the, you know, Janome Canada audience to our fabulous new educator, Marie, so then everyone gets to know there's more of her behind, you know, Janome, that we're a team of, you know, passionate, dedicated sewers, you know, just like you at home. So it's wonderful to have more members of the team so we can share more love and do more. Oh, we've got lots of plans for the Janome Sewing and Learning Center. You know that COVID put a wrench in everything a few years ago, of where we were supposed to be doing in-person classes this whole time, but definitely got derailed since of COVID. But then now I'm very happy to say, oh yes, we are opening the Janome Sewing and Learning Center. We've got more events coming up, and we will definitely have more of the fabulous Marie-Agnes with us doing events live at the Janome Sewing and Learning Center, putting all of your fabulous sewing skills to good use. You know, helping classes, teaching classes. We'll be doing classes about the fabulous S9, some embroidery classes with the HD9. So we've got a lot on the go. It just is all coming down to time. There's never enough hours in the day for all the creativity, is there?
And I'm here and I'm close by, so
yes, which is fantastic. So you'll definitely be seeing a lot more of Marie-Agnes, yes, in person at the Janome Sewing and Learning Center, but again on our Janome Life blog as well. And we've got lots more again ways to share the Janome love with you all. So thank you so much, Marie, for joining us today. And we will, and I wanted to share, though, very quickly, how you could find out more about all of us. If we can share my screen to then say, yes, you can go on our website, janome.ca, and then you can click the Inspire tab. And then we can scroll down. You see the fabulous Sew for Home projects that are there. But scroll down and you'll see the Janome Educators tab. So you can click on that and then you can scroll down, meet the educators. There we all are. And again, we were introduced to Tobias recently, and then there, the fabulous Marie-Agnes. You can read a little bit more about her there. And then again, read more about all of us here at Janome Canada. Because again, it's not just me. We're a whole team trying to, again, share more of the Janome love with you all. So I certainly couldn't do it alone. So yes, thank you everyone for joining us today. Thank you so much for Marie-Agnes for joining us. And we will see you all again to share the Janome love.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. Have a fabulous day.
Bye.
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 Janome.